Good morning. I'm Michielan. I'm working in Danfoss as a sales driver with a focus on IoT for commercial refrigeration. To start, a brief introduction of our strong domain knowledge, represented here by this impressive figure. We are connected more than 1 million equipment distributed in 50,000 supermarkets and more than 300,000 shops. Thanks to our cloud infrastructure Sense based on Azure, we are assuring a strong scalability and a high level of data security, and we're able to monitor monthly more than 1.6 million alarms. We can be considered as a strong, sustainable global service partner, and we have a proposal that can fit different needs of different areas in food retail, commercial refrigeration, food service, and HVAC application. Thanks to the multitude of our IoT services that are represented here by different services like efficiency that are related to efficiency management, asset management, energy efficiency, and asset certification, just to mention some of them, we're able to cover heterogeneous requirements of very different contexts. So with this schema represents a summary of which are the main entities involved in our business. So from our side, we have different typology of equipment if we are focused in food and service and food and beverage application. Cold room, bottle cooler, freezer, vending machine, draft beer dispenser, soft drink dispenser, and also espresso coffee machine. We need to connect all these kind of equipment thanks to our IoT enablers. We have a different offer. We are offering different set of IoT devices that are installed inside the equipment and are communicating with the equipment controllers and with the equipment motherboards. All our IoT enablers are communicated in real time to a common platform, Sense. From the other side, we have the users inside the customer organization. So depending on the roles of the users, and their need to monitor different aspects of the equipment during its lifetime, we are putting available different functionalities to monitor the movements and the position of the equipment, the sales, the stock, and all the alarms coming from the controllers. So depending on the roles, in this case, a call center, technical center, supply chain, sales manager, the level of access to our web portal and our mobile app is very different. Before to show you our different proposal for a different application, I want to highlight an important message. We are following a common pattern in designing our IoT devices. They are all transmitting in real time. All of our IoT devices are supporting a wide range of IoT technologies. So we are able to cover 2G, 4G, and narrowband network. All our devices include a SIM card. It is a global SIM card that is already active and ready to transmit as soon as you power on our devices. So our SIM is also global, so our devices can be used globally. Then we implement in all our IoT enabler the Wi-Fi connectivity and also the Bluetooth connection. Our IoT device are able not only to get the parameters from the controller and the machine motherboard, but also to set the alarm threshold and the parameters remotely. We dedicate also a particular focus on the data compression, because for us it is very important to make available, to allow you to have affordable service price. And for this reason, we have implemented a very sophisticated algorithm in order to reduce the data traffic cost. Okay, if we focus in food service application, in particular on IoT for Corum. Here in Cilventa, we are presenting this solution to connect a cold room into our cloud infrastructure and to have all the information available remotely. So we have the Modbus solution to connect a cold room with our Optima controller and AKCC, AKRC models in order to monitor the alarms and all the parameters of the controller. Then we have the direct one that allow you to install some probes and till 6 digital inputs to monitor the main parameters of the cold room. The interesting things of this application is that these devices are fully configurable through our Prosa Link app. With the direct version, we can monitor till 4 different equipment. And another interesting value is that the service payment is managed through a subscription that the final end user can use directly to our Prosa Link app to subscribe autonomously the fee as he prefers, at a monthly base or with a payment in advance. A complete different application is represented by the food and beverage context. In this case, the main customer need is to know where are its assets, where are they distributed. We are talking here about customers that are managing hundreds of thousands of equipment distributed globally, and they want to know where they are, if they are producing, if they are selling or not. So in this case, we are providing here another kind of IoT device, the Octo, that is connected with our Danfoss controller, but is also compatible with the third-party controllers. In this case, as I said, the main requirement is to manage to check the location where the asset is moved. The main need here is to reduce the cooler loss ratio, firstly, and then to analyze the productivity and efficiency level of the cabinet. Of course, thanks to the connectivity with the controller, we can monitor all the other alarms or the other parameters of the cabinet. In the food and beverage context, so the main requirement is to offer a complete asset management system. As I have explained before, the first need is to reduce the cooler loss ratio. So we are providing a long list of logistic and asset efficiency services. We have a map in which you have the real-time information of where are your cabinet. You are informed immediately when a cabinet is moved, and in this case, you can also block the compressor remotely. Then put it together, the information related to the position of the equipment, the capacity of the equipment, and the estimated sales information coming from the door opening. We can define the productivity level, and so the productivity dashboard. We can show which are the equipment that have to be moved because they are not selling enough, which are the equipment that are in the field but are powered on, how many of them are in warehouse and for how long. And so this helps the management in order to take the proper decision to proper locate the equipment in order to optimize the sales volume. Then, of course, we have a lot of dashboard reports to show the trend of the sales, which are the worst performing location, which are the best one. Finally, we have a lot of technical and assistance functionalities. We have a global monitor in which we show different alarms with different level of priority depending on their level of severity. We are able to communicate the alarms not only to the portal, but also to the mobile app by email and through SMS. When an alarm occurs, we can also put available an expert system The purpose is to avoid the visit to the point of sale. So the expert system is an automatic tool that drives a call center or also a not technical person to try to solve the alarm remotely, reducing the maintenance cost. We have, as I have mentioned at the beginning, the possibility to set remotely all the parameters of the cabinet. For instance, we can change the temperature threshold remotely, we can change remotely the set point, and we can also block the compressor. Then we have implemented also a lot of KPI. In particular, we can define the healthy level of a cabinet, putting together the lifetime of the equipment, the number of alarms during its lifetime, the volumes of the sales, and how many movements the cabinet has done. We can define if the healthy level is enough or if the cabinet has to be replaced. In this case, the portal is the preferable tool when you have to deal with massive number of equipment, because you need a high level overview of all your asset base. But it is not the only tool. We have also the mobile app. Mobile app, as in the call room case, is give you a punctual information about all the aspects of a specific equipment. So if before to visit the point of sale, the technical person or the salesperson can have in a nutshell all the information related to the sales volume, stock information, the alarms and diagnostic behavior, and also the historical trends. And of course the ASAP report. The ProsaLink app is also very useful when you have to configure the device, when you are in front of the cabinet and if you want to interact with the IoT enabler to set the configuration and to associate the equipment to the specific location. Another interesting business model here is represented by the food service via OEMs. In this case, we are still talking about the Octo IoT enablers, but the need here is different. A lot of OEM have are receiving requirements from small end user, small chain that want to have connected equipment. And we want to offer to the OEM the possibility to produce an equipment connected, but without the complexity of the service management. So in this case, we sell to the OEM the hardware, and then the final end user that want to have the ASAP report automatically generated by our system. The final end user that want to monitor all the aspects of all the alarms and all the information related to the controller parameters. If he decides to proceed, he can subscribe the payment through our mobile app. So the subscription manages all the aspects and all the complexity related to the service management. From the other side, the OEM in this way can also think to open new business like extended warranty, equipment rental, or maintenance service. All this without the complexity again of the service management. Okay, so just to summarize, why Danfoss is a strong and agile partner in these IoT applications. First of all, we have the complete control of all the elements of our offer. We are designing and developing the hardware. We are designing and developing all the infrastructure and also the integration between our cloud infrastructure and the enterprise system of our customer. So for what concerns the hardware, as I have mentioned, in all our devices, we are providing a full connectivity because we are implementing different technology that allow us to communicate always data in real time. All our devices include a SIM card, a global SIM card that is ready to transmit as soon as you power on devices. And it is global. It can work in different countries and around the world. We are providing cloud infrastructure that assure you a strong scalability and high level of data security. Our web portal and our mobile app can be accessible depending on the user's role with different level of possibility depending on the use of the role of the users and depending on which is the specific interest, what the user wants to monitor in relation to the equipment base and in relation also to the application. Finally, we have more than 20 years of experience, and we have designed our platform in order to be open. As said, we can integrate also third-party controllers, very flexible. We can customize it in relation to the different customer needs. And very important, if you want to make your IoT journey a successful journey, you need to integrate the IoT solution. IoT solution is not just a piece of hardware. It's a complete service. So you need to integrate this solution into your enterprise processes, into your enterprise procedure. So it means that we need to create a bridge between our cloud infrastructure and your enterprise system. I can say that all our customers that have adopted our solution, our IoT solution, have required us a complete integration with their enterprise system, SAP or others. And this is absolutely an important key element in order to make the IoT solution functioning from all the point of view. Okay, this is all from my side. If you want to have a detailed presentation, you can visit our booth 251 at Hall 7. Thank you.